Guys, what a spectacular person to start off the special 4 episodes of It's Consulting Time to close out 2022. Princess K Mapp, and that's Mapp with two P's. She's an
Mhm.
actress and she is on the rise. She has truly become one of those young ladies that you better watch out for in this entertainment industry. She is so spectacular. Now, guys, do y'all remember back in the day when you had like channel 3 and 4 and Ghostwriter used to come on? You know, Ghostwriter was that little thingy, the little flashy thingy that used to read everything and then send messages. I'm trying to tell you, when I found out that I was going to have an opportunity to talk with a Princess who took on the lead role of Nia Barnes in season 3 of Ghostwriter, which is, it's a new show. But guys, you have to meet her. And she is here for you to do just that. Hello, Princess.
Hi.
So tell us a little bit about you, like where you're from, what you like to do for fun when you're not working, and things of that nature.
Okay, I was born in LA, but I live in like Lancaster, Palmdale area, and I've been living here since I was like 4 years old. And I really enjoy I don't know, other than acting, I like reading sometimes, hanging out with my friends mostly, like going thrifting and stuff like that. Like I'm more of a person like I can't be like alone too long. I love hanging out with people. I love socializing. It's my
Yeah,
thing.
you were
That's
destined for this. I get it. I get it. Trust me. We're here. All right. So, Princess, let's take a step back. Because most of the time when I'm talking to people, they're like in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. But how old are you right now?
I'm 15 and I turn 16 next month.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing. So, what is it like when you were preparing to get into character to play Nia?
Well, for Nia, I believe like we're honestly polar opposites because like I'm more of a talkative kind of outgoing person, but Nia's more to herself in her own world. So I kind of just like imagine my best friend Victoria, like she's like my polar opposite too. She's like a little loner, like she's to herself. So I kind of just like took what I get from her and see from her and put it into my acting. And it wasn't that hard because like sure, like I could talk a lot, I can go on and on and on, but being more quiet and like more like self-reserved is so much easier. It's really so much easier.
Wow. Okay. All right. So let's just walk, take a stroll through memory lane. Tell us a little bit about what the process looks like, when you get the script, or
Mhm.
really when you get your character, and it's like, okay, I have to transform into this person. What are some of the initial things that you do to start to prepare yourself, though?
Well, when I'm learning my lines, I act out the whole thing in my room in front of a mirror. That's like one thing that helps me. Looking at myself acting or like in a camera mirror anywhere, like where I could see myself, it's easier because I can see how I'm reacting in it if I want to change some things up. And when I'm memorizing my lines, I mostly do it before I go to bed. That's one thing about me because like it's so
Wow.
much easier before I go to bed because in the
Uh,
morning time, I know all of it, like from the back of my hand. Like it's just so easy.
okay. And one thing that in reading about you and learning different things, you are very professional, hardworking, dedicated, exceptional young actress. But when did this really begin for you?
Well, I've been acting for 8 years now, and I believe like I started like actually like going out there around like I want to say I want to say like 12 or 13. Okay, 12. No. Like 11 because I
Okay.
started off with acting classes, and that's what really helped me a lot. CCC Acting Studios, gotta shout it out. It really helps me.
CCC.
I used to be very very fidgety and I couldn't hold eye contact when I'm doing a scene, but now like I could do all of those things. And it's like we started off in acting classes with doing scripts. She would give us scripts and we have to learn the lines.
Yeah.
And it really helped me grow and like develop into the actress I am today. And I want to thank Miss Tamika. my favorite person. She's like my auntie, honestly. Like she's
Oh, shout out to Auntie Mika. Yes. Oh, so Princess, what was the highlight of, this season of Ghostwriter? What was your highlight?
honestly all of it. Working in Canada for 6 months, that was amazing. I've never been to Canada before. Like honestly, I didn't really like know much about Canada. I was like, oh, like I just thought it was like nothing. But when I went there, it was so beautiful, and the crew and the cast. I honestly, it was fun. It was my favorite role I've ever done. My first lead, and the people there were just great people to be around and to work with. I always felt like I was comfortable and surrounded by like joy. I was just happy all
Oh,
the time.
Princess, that's amazing. So, what now? Like, what are you working on now that we need to look forward to?
Well, right now I am auditioning, but I am also writing. I'm writing a short film that's talking about teenage substance abuse because where I live, I have seen and witnessed a lot of kids in my generation who have like struggled with that
Yeah,
thing, and it's really
yeah.
hard. And I want to like shine light on it and show awareness because I don't want to see like it's just it's bad because I know like my generation is just surrounded by all that, and I want to shine light on it and show people and show the world that this is what's happening, and we need to like help people need to help their kids and their friends who are dealing with this. But I want to show them like that. Yeah, I
So,
want to.
Princess, I can tell that that's something that's near and dear to your heart. So, talk to us a little bit about some of the things that you feel like outside of substance abuse. What are some of the other things that you feel out like your generation are struggling with? Because you got to think about it. We went from, the baby boomer generation, they were really the first ones that were exposed to like the psychedelics and and that thing, and then you come on down and it was more those 80s 90s babies, they played a little bit with the crack and the now you would think it's just marijuana, but it's so many other things, and so outside of substance abuse though, what do you feel is some of the other issues that your generation are facing?
I feel like mental health, like a lot of my friends, or not even my friends, people that I know who are around 16, 17, 15, even 13 are experiencing with that. And their parents, sometimes they're like old souls, so they don't really know how to deal with it and don't really know how to communicate with their child to help them because they think like, oh, you just need like a therapist or something, like you need to go talk to someone. But really your child wants you to hear them, what they have to say, what they're going through, but they can't really tell you sometimes. They can't really, they don't know how to express it to you because they feel like they're going to get shut out or they're not listened to. So mental health is definitely one thing that I feel like is important because a lot of kids are struggling with depression, struggling with insecurities and different things, and it's big, it's really big in my generation right now. Like you could see it all over TikTok. Like it's people can relate to each other. It's crazy, and I really really hope that like people can, especially parents, can listen, can hear, and hear out to the children who are needing help and calling out for help.
Guys, listen, Princess just said it. Parents, guardians, aunties, play mamas, play dads, listen. The children need your help. Mental illness, behavioral health concerns, whatever you want to call it, they're at an all-time high. It's so interesting, Princess, that you're talking about mental illness. And the reality is that mental illness is affecting everybody. Nobody wants to talk about it. Now, let's think about it, particularly in our communities. I'm so glad that you want to shine light on substance abuse and mental illness because for so long, these things have been taboo. But your generation now, millennials, our generation, we took a stand, but we still had the teeter totter of fine line because, like you said, our parents, they now see, our parents, the other generation, just pray about it. No, you need to pray and have a therapist, and you might need a little bit of medication too.
Yeah.
It's real. So, Princess, what are some of the things that you utilize to keep you grounded? Because I know that as a beautiful young lady such as yourself in this entertainment industry, it's off the
Mhm.
chain. What are some of the things that you do and utilize to keep yourself grounded?
Well, I just try to keep the mindset to stay humble because how far can you really go if you're entitled and like a brat. Like you can't go really far with that. Like I'd rather just spread my kindness, my joy, my spirit with people wherever I go instead of thinking like, oh, I'm that girl. Like, no, that's not the mindset I'm trying to have. I'm trying to just, spread my kindness, spread my heart, and show my love to people. It's really all I do.
Oh, Princess, I love it. I love it. So I can have you talk to your younger self because you're still just like a little baby doll to me. So, what advice would you give to the 8-year-olds that are coming behind you?
Oh, the 8-year-olds. Well, one thing that I really like got off from this season is that I I'm happy that we're shining light on the things that Nia's going through, like racism, because it is showing little kids who also are going through it or been through it that they're not alone. And I'm really happy that that's happening because as a little girl, when I have experienced racism, I have been through that in elementary school, and it's a serious thing. And as a little girl, it's scary, it's bad, it's a horrible feeling. And to be able to watch a show where you see a black girl who is the lead, who is also going through that, and showing you can come from that, not and you cannot keep that experience making you weak, but making you stronger, is definitely something that I'm happy that I get to show the world.
Girl, you better speak your piece. I love every minute of it. Guys, so Princess is an amazing young lady who definitely stole the show playing Nia, the lead, baby, the lead role in Ghostwriter. See, the Ghostwriter of today is not our Ghostwriter of yesterday, but I think that there is some similarities there. And because of that, I salute you. I'm ready for this short film. So when you get that script ready, let us know. Because
I
I'm
will.
ready for this short film, honey. And let's just take a step back though and reflect upon the lives that have been touched by the presentation of Ghostwriter. But also, I think that we have to reflect upon the lives that have been lost surrounding this thing we call racism. And we have to look at your generation. We have to look at my generation. We have to look at historic generations, right?
Yeah.
Nia, what would you say to the world about racism today? What would you say? How can we combat this thing?
I would say to my people, to people who've also experienced it, that I'm sorry, because I really am sorry. We do not deserve that. You do not deserve that. It's something you do not feel good about. It's something that you wouldn't want for your kids, wouldn't want for your friends, wouldn't want for your family. And I am sorry because you did not deserve that. But instead of making that situation making keeping you down, that's only what they want, that's only what the person who is doing that to you wants you to feel. That's how they want you to react. You are supposed to stand up from it. Do not let them put you down. Do not let them make you step back. Let them make you step forward. That's what I want people to do. I don't want people to sit down and you could feel bad about yourself, because I felt bad about myself too. I really did. But I took the time to think about it, to really educate myself about it, and I stood up. I did not let those people let me feel bad about myself, because I know who I am. I know who I am. I'm not gonna let those people put me down. So I hope that whoever who has been through that, whoever who knows people who's been through that, to spread the message. Don't let that negativity ruin your positivity, ruin what you got going for yourself, because that does not make you who you are. That situation does not make you who you are. So I hope people I hope people can know that too.
Oh my God. Yeah, they know. Because you know the plan set forth for you. I am so excited. Guys, Princess is amazing. She is definitely a princess indeed. I cannot wait to see what's forthcoming from you. We're going to have you back again because we want to follow you. We definitely want to follow you. Thank you so much for sitting down and rocking out with your girl, Lily Mae. Over here, it's consulting time. You truly are the epitome of purpose over popularity. You are using your platform for the purpose of shining light on mental health, substance abuse, racism, and baby, she doing it in such an eloquent way. So please, please, please let everybody know where they can find you on social media.
Okay, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at Princess Mapp, PrincessMapp.
Remember, it's Mapp with two P's. Now, guys, don't forget, go on over to Apple TV Plus and check out Ghostwriter because it aired globally back in October, but you can catch up on. Y'all know y'all like to binge watch. So let's binge watch Ghostwriter and see Nia Barnes, played by Miss Princess K Mapp. Princess, thank you so much for rocking out with me. And I hope that you have a fabulous holiday season.
Thank you. You too.
Bye.